Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel for another live show. The next match preview is about to get underway. This is what we're going to discuss tonight. Of course, we are at the Johnson Stadium, our home, for the second league game running as we take on Shrewsbury Town on Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock kickoff. And we're going to have to be up for it. We're going to have to be very professional. And we're going to have to keep our standards high, of course. So, look, I think we're going to get into it. We're going to get into how we do. We're going to look at the opposition, and then we're going to go into our perspective things. We're going to cover a few quotes from the press conference today as well. Obviously, Sorensen spoke to the media, absolutely brilliant interview. And then obviously Duff, we know what Duff's, Duff is just a revelation. Hearing him speak is a breath of fresh air, so we're going to go into that as well. But yeah, score predictions, lineups, all that good stuff. But guys, if you want to get involved in the discussion this evening, do make sure you make contributions, get your team lineups up ready in the chat, predictions as well. Or if you want to kind of wait until we get to that section, you can do as well. But yeah, before we get going, we'll get to the chat. But guys, if you are coming in here, make sure you do drop a like on the video, hit the subscription button. We are on the road to 700 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. Feels like it only feels like last week I was chasing 500 subscribers. So the fact that I'm chasing 700 now is crazy. So you guys, the likes do really help the video get out there. The comments as well. So big up to everyone that supports the channel and supports what I do. But let's get into the chat there. Let's say a few hellos. The usuals are in. Hello, Joshua. He says, evening, Ryan. Hope you're having a great day and hope you're okay. Big up to you. I'm doing all right. Thanks. Hope you're well too. And welcome on in as always. You got your maths GCSE resit results back this morning. I missed out on a 4 by 13 marks. I think it was in year 11 and then recently resit and got a 4. All right. Well, at least you got there in the end. So congratulations for that. And hopefully, all your other results, that you've had as well, hopefully they've all been good for you as well. But yeah, big up to you. Aiden's in as always, my wonderful mod. He says, make sure to smash the likes, everyone, and subscribe for a new road to 700. Yeah, big up to you. Thank you so much for your continued support, as everybody, Joshua as well. You know who you are. You're always in here. He says, hello mate, hope you're okay. Yeah, big up. I'm alright, thank you, hope you're well. And Chris is in. Hello Chris. Big up. Big up mate, says, hope you're well. Yeah, I'm doing alright, thank you. Hope you're well, and thank you for coming in, and thanks for your support as well. I honestly, guys, every single person that comes in here, I really do appreciate it. Yeah, the third shirt, look, the third shirt I've got on here. Thought I'd wear it. I think it's the first time I wore it on this channel, isn't it, actually? So, yeah, there we are. Blue Trace's last name, Sorensen, looks like he will be ready for Saturday. I love it. I love it, Blue Terrier. I love that. Of course. What a player he is. Early Doors Football TV is in. Evening, Ryan. Popping to say hello and to smash the like button. Hope all's well. Big up to you, Early Doors. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for nipping in. I'm doing all right, thank you, and I hope you're well too. But yeah, I appreciate the support and I appreciate it. I keep meaning to come into one of your shows as well, by the way. So I'm going to come in. I don't know when your next show is. I don't know if you want to let me know in the chat, but I will be coming into one of your shows because I love talking about football, and obviously I love engaging with football fans as well. So yeah, I'll be in the next one. I promise. A resetting code, I'm going into my second. Fair enough. I'm just the usual stuff as all. Yeah, true. You just have to keep going, don't you? But guys, thank you all for your contributions. We are going to get into the show now. So the opposition, we will look a little bit at them now. So Shrewsbury Town. So obviously, they've lost both games in the league, so they haven't had the best of starts. Absolutely not. They lost 4-1 against Peterborough at home last week, and I believe they narrowly lost to Stevenage 1-0 away on the opening day. So they haven't been in the best of forms. But that doesn't mean anything, guys. They have started off slowly, but I think we just have to kind of be professional and focus on ourselves. But that is where they're at. They have had a bit of a bad start to the season. Now, the manager is Paul Hurst, who is a very experienced manager. He started out in the non-league and worked his way up. He likes to join teams twice, like form teams, because he was at Grimsby 2013 to 2016, and he went to Shrewsbury. That was his first stint, so obviously he's back at Shrewsbury now, 2016 to 2018. Then Ipswich came in for him, obviously he moved in 2018. He didn't last the season there. It was a bit of a terrible spell that for him there. Then he went to Scunthorpe 2019 to 20, and then he was back to Grimsby for a couple of years, 2020 to 23, and then he's come back to Shrewsbury. So he seems to like going back to former clubs, which is interesting. But look, I think Paul Hurst is very notorious for trying to set out his teams very a very organised approach. I don't really know what to expect from Shrewsbury, to be honest with you, because I haven't watched anything of them really. So I'm not going to sit here and say I know. But it's going to be a challenge for us. We have to break them down. They'll be wanting to come and get points. So but I can't really speak about what I expect, how they play, because I just haven't seen them to judge that, unfortunately. You're doing a show at 10 p.m. tonight. Well, I'll be there. I will be tuning in. I'll come in and say hello. Chris says Shrewsbury expect to be one of the teams in relegation battle this season. Not trying to disrespect them. Should be comfortable victory for Huddersfield. Yeah, look, it's always shoulda, woulda, coulda, though, isn't it, Chris? I know what you're saying. The bookies, everybody's saying we're going to win, and that's absolutely brilliant. But it doesn't mean you are going to win. You have to do the job, and you have to make sure you, if that makes sense. So, we are expected to win this game, and you would think it's going to be a comfortable win. So hopefully you're right. Some of our fans think this is going to be a walk in the park. But to be honest, it's not easy because Shrewsbury can easily beat us 1-0. I hope they don't, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I get what I understand what you're saying. We can't be complacent. I'm not going to this game thinking it's going to be a walk in the park, because I think that every game in this division is a hard game, and that's it. So we have to just go in it with a professional mind. Go in, get the job done, and come away. No excuses. So we just have to focus on ourselves and keep our levels. If we play like we have done in the past, I think we'll be fine. Chris has Shrewsbury always been one of them teams who gets the safety mark and then gets the talent out. They've been sustaining a League One club for years. Yeah, true. So they seem to survive, and then obviously, like you said, quite early. Upsets happen in football. They do, Joshua, exactly. But it's only what 2 league games played. No team should be panicking if they have a bad start. Exactly. But I think, to be honest with you, I did say before the season started, we did need to hit the ground running straight away. So in that aspect, I think it is important to make a good start, especially when it's a team like us where we've had a terrible time, for so long now. So it was imperative we started the season with a win, and then we've continued that with another win. So look, I think I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. It's a long season. Getting the win, all that matters. It does. Just get it done. What's down here? We will come to that. We'll come to that in our perspective very soon. But let's just finish off Shrewsbury. So their lineup that they had, that they usually go with, is this. So we're going to get up on screen now. Now there is a few ratings here, guys, and I think this is kind of an average of the past few games. So we've got Savin in goal, Houle, Pierre, Nisiala, Benning, Winchester, O'Reilly, Biggins, Shipley, Bloxham, and Marquis. Now, I'm not being disrespectful, guys, but I don't know much about any of these players. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't recognise any of these players. Marquis rings the bell. I can't remember. Maybe somebody can tell me in the chat, but I recognise his name potentially. But yeah, I don't really know much about this team. I'm afraid, I just don't. I've not seen them play, and I'm afraid. I know Winchester got their goal last week in the league. Now, if you look at the bench, it doesn't show the bench here, but look at the bench. Coyote, that rings a bit. I'm kind of thinking about him, but yeah, guys, I don't know who any of these are. John Shipley is the danger man for Shrewsbury. Is he? Thank you for that, Blue Terrier. So yeah, we'll have a look out for him then on Saturday, Shipley. So yeah, but look, I think that's it for the Shrewsbury part. I think it was very brief, but like I said, I don't really have much knowledge on them, so I can't really speak too much about them. Maybe I should have done a bit more research, but yeah, it's not a team I'm familiar with. So, but yeah. So yeah, let's get into our perspective then. So as we know, we have started the season very, very well, guys. So 3 wins out of 3, 2 in the league, 1 in the cup. Now the injury news. So Aiden, here we are. Now Healy, Duff has confirmed that he has returned to full training today, and has been with the physios the rest of the week. They didn't want to push him too early, but he's been in full training today, so all being well, he'll complete tomorrow as well. And he is available to start. He's available to be involved on Saturday. So brilliant news. In terms of other potential, any other injuries or whatever, there's no other new injuries that have occurred, which is good. Obviously, Bojan Radulovic is obviously close to return. Obviously, he's been out for 3 weeks now, I believe. So, Duff did confirm today that he will be returning to integrate with the squad on the grass in around 10 days' time. So, and then obviously he's got to get up to speed. So it will take him longer to get back into the squad. But that's kind of a positive, I suppose. But hopefully he can stay fit this time. Now, guys, this is the time where we get into our team lineup. So let me know in the chat who you would be starting on Saturday. Give me your full 11, and we will read yours out live on air here. And whilst I wait for yours, I will do mine. So let's get my lineup up, guys, and let's talk you through it. So here is my lineup. I'm going to take the banner off. And here is my lineup for this game. So Nichols in goal, of course. Brodie Spencer at the back with Hellick and Lees. And then I would go with Kasumu, Wiles, and Evans. Now I was tempted to go with maybe Kane, Wiles, or Evans, but I don't know. I just kind of edged towards Kasumu. I'm not sure why, but I wouldn't be disappointed if Kane started over Kasumu, to be honest with you. So it's touch and go with those two. And Miller, obviously, as the wing back there, and Sorensen as the other wing back. What he's going to continue to be a big threat. As Miller's done well as well, so let's give him credit. Obviously, Sorensen's been the better wing back because of what he's done, but I think overall Miller's played very well too. But yeah, both going to cause threats down that side and really test the Shrewsbury defence. And of course, it was again touch and go, guys. I couldn't drop Koroma purely based on, I couldn't put him on the bench, sorry, but it was purely based on the fact he has been playing very well, so you've got to give him credit. And, he has been contributing. And so I don't think you can drop him. I would love to see Marshall get some starts in the not so distant future. But whilst Koroma is performing, I know he's not an out-and-out striker, guys, but he will be deployed in that area if he plays in this team because there's no obviously wide players. Well, there is obviously the wing backs, but he isn't obviously a wing back. So he can't play in his usual position. So Koroma, for me, has to start, and Reece Healy. Now he is back, I think we should put him in as long as there is no risk element to it. If he's just available for the bench, then obviously I would bring Marshall into the fall guys, Marshall and Koroma. So yeah, that's how I would go with my lineup. Let me know your thoughts on that lineup in the chat. Now we have got one lineup here already ready for me, and we've gone for Blue Terry here. So let's have a look. 3-5-2. You've gone for Nichols in goal, Spencer, Hellick, Lees, Miller, Wiles, Kane. So you've gone for Kane, yeah. Wiles, Kane, Evans, Sorensen, JK, Healy or Marshall. We're very, very close to being spot on. So you and me think alike, Blue Terrier. So big up to yourself, and thank you for giving me your lineup. But yeah, I like it. I wouldn't be disappointed if I saw that lineup on Saturday, put it that way. And like I said, I have kind of said if there's any risk element to Healy, we can't afford to lose him for 6 weeks. So if he isn't able to, if the medical team and the staff, feel like he's not going to be able to start, then I will, he's best start on the bench, and he can make an impact from the bench if we need him to, then that's the safest bet. You've got to be very careful, haven't you, with players like that are very. I know he's played a lot of football lately, and he looked like he turned the corner, playing a lot of minutes in pre-season, obviously started the season very well, and then he obviously got injured. So you're still got to be careful. But yeah, thank you for that. JK can definitely adapt to the striker role, just like Brody to the centre-back role. We just need to be patient as Duff works with him on the training ground. Yeah, absolutely. I think JK has looked really good, to be honest with you. So look, I'm happy with him. I know I keep saying he's not an out-and-out striker. Maybe I should stop saying that now, to be fair, because look, he has come into that position, and he's playing really well, and he's doing, he doesn't look out of place in that position either. So yeah, full credit to him. But yeah, like I said, Duff works on the train. I agree. Like I said, Brody has adapted to that centre back role. However, I do think Brody is best suited on the right hand side of the centre backs, and this is the problem because we haven't got a left-sided centre half at the club. For me, if I was in the recruitment team, I would be looking at a left-sided centre half, because we are stuck, because I'd like to see Spencer on the right hand side, like I said. So if we can make something happen, then that would be really, really good. Because I just think Brody does look a bit uneasy on that side, I've noticed. So, but look, he's still done very well. He's adapted to the position very well, the new position. But I don't think it's about the new position, though, guys. I think it's about the side he's on. Like I say, the right hand side is his best side. So I think ideally you want him on that side, don't you? That's where he's most it's the word I'm looking for. Most effective. Yeah, most effective. So yeah. So Aiden's gone for his lineup here as well. So let's have a look. So we're going for Nichols in goal, 3-5-2 again. Yeah, it's always going to be 3-5-2, isn't it, guys? We that's the system we play now. Nichols in goal, Spencer, Hellick and Lees. Then you've got Miller, Wiles, Evans, Kane, Sorensen, and you've gone for Koroma and Marshall. So yeah, I mean, look, that's again a very good lineup. I like it. A lot of people have gone for Herbie Kane in this game, so maybe I should. I have said that I was touch and go between Kasumu or Kane. And to be fair, probably, maybe Kane I would have edged. But yeah, no, look, it's pretty similar to mine as well. So again, we are on the same page more or less. Absolutely. But thank you for that, Aiden. We'd definitely like a left centre back and a striker, but I think keeping hold of key first team player is more important. Well, yeah, I mean, look, for me, I know what you're saying, but for me, we're very lucky that we don't have to get rid of players. We don't have to get rid of first team key players. like sometimes when you get a relegation, you do have to let go of a few. We're very fortunate that we haven't had to do that. The only players that we've got out the door is the players that don't want to be here. So that's a big plus. But I don't. So that the club's outset has always been the same. That Nagel already come out and said that. So that's already been what we've already known. I still think we do need, like you said, a left-sided centre-back and a striker. So, yeah, I mean, what is it? The 31st. Oh, it's over a week to go until the window closes. So, can we get something done? Let's hope we can. But we have got a good squad, guys. But I do worry a little bit at times. But anyway, now I think it is time for our score predictions. Or do I want to go through the quotes first before I do my score predictions? Should we wait for the score predictions till the end? Maybe we should. Right, so obviously Sorensen did speak to the media today, guys. And I'm going to do it a bit differently this evening. I'm going to actually read out the question that was asked. And I'm going to, obviously I'm going to read out the reply. So that's how I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to have any graphics up on screen. It's just going to be me reading the questions. So, yeah. So Sorensen was asked about his start, his start to join the club. When you join a new football club, they don't really come much better than his last couple of weeks. And he was asked how pleased is he with how everything's going. He said he's pleased, he's very happy to be here. He's really enjoyed his first 2 months now, and pre-season was very enjoyable. We obviously learned quite a lot and all the ideas, and now the season started, and that's what we've all been waiting for. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So, and I think he's such a bubbly personality, and speaks very, very well. I loved listening to him. I know we had the interview when he came in the club, and as they do when a new sign comes through the door. But I think this interview was really, really good, as well. Now he was also asked about. Did he set himself any particular targets, to get those first assists first? Because obviously, they did say obviously we delivered on the assists already. But that was kind of the question. But just so you make sure you get up and running quickly. So he said he doesn't really. That's what you want to do. But for me, it's just take one game at a time. But it's more important to just taking every game and doing the best he can every game. So yeah, I mean, look, he's a very focused individual. He is very honest. I can get that in his interview. I came across very, very good when I was listening, and I was really, it was really pleasing and really made me smile. Now he was asked about what what he expected here at the club at Town. He said he admitted it's actually better, to be fair. He had good expectations, but honestly, since the professionalism in the club is very good, day-to-day in the training ground, the facilities, just everything that comes with it, it's just really, really good. And I'm enjoying that on a personal level. And yeah, now I've had a taste of the other day in front of a big crowd. That's what you want to play for. Now he's asked about, obviously it was probably difficult for him to move, when he was doing so well at Lincoln, he was loved by the fans as well. And he was asked, because obviously he's made the start as he was asked, does he feel like he did make the right decision to come here in the end? So he said, yeah, when I first joined, I got the opportunity. It was never in doubt. It was a very good chance, and for now, I'm really enjoying it. And as I say, when you're happy somewhere, then it's always hard to move. But I also know there's a certain time where you feel like it's the right time to move on. And I'm really happy I'm here. So, and you can see he's really happy, guys, well, because he was smiling from the very beginning. In this interview, but whenever you see him, he seems to be smiling, to be fair. But yeah, you can see he's very happy to be here, and he's grateful to be here as well, which is really nice. Let's look at the comments. We're going to break off the course, man. It can be a bit long, this. But one thing is to say is any player that comes in has to be improvement so that we, on what we have. If we get a striker, I think Harris should go to get some regular minutes. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. On loan somewhere. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, of course. I think, there's no point bringing in somebody that's not going to improve the level of the squad and isn't going to be ready to start. Because what's really the point? So yeah, no, I agree. That's what it has to be. He was asked about if he had any. He probably had a lot of interest from other clubs. Was there interest at championship level? Was the opportunity to go to the championship instead of coming here? He kind of admitted it was a bit early for him maybe to make that step up. But again, he said as soon as we came in and he spoke to the club, he was sold straight away. And he said we might be in League One, but that's where we are. But it's a massive club. Then he obviously spoke to the manager, the people higher up, and it just became a really good package of what he really wanted. So again, really nice to see what he's saying here. Yeah, there's a question about the pressure. Obviously, how obviously he said that he's thrived on it, in the past. But he was asked how he dealt with that pressure. He said there's two things: expectation first of all. That's why he also wants to be at Huddersfield. That expectation of winning, you've got to get used to that, and that's the standard we set. But another thing is just because people are saying they expect you to win doesn't mean you're going to win. And that's the classic in football. Now, I did go on to speak about Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury's a good, tough team to play. I've played them plenty of times. I know that for a fact. So we know it's not going to be easy. He was asked about complacency. There can't be any complacency. Obviously, the standard that Duff has set. He said, yeah, 100%. We've talked numerous times this week about the second half last week, which we weren't happy with. Because you can get a result. But every result is a performance, and sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes even you win and you're happy with certain things. But there's always things you can improve to get better and better, and that's what you need to do, isn't it? Look at that. That is a fantastic goal. That just shows how ambitious Sorensen is. Not just Sorensen, but the whole group, but Sorensen is speaking in this press conference. It shows how ambitious he is. He always wants to improve. And he's always looking to improve. And his attitude, his mentality, you can see he always wants to win. It's just fantastic, isn't it, guys, to see a player that's come through the door like this, that has such a outgoing personality. He's a very bubbly person. He's just got it all. I just get such a good vibe from him. Now, after that, he did actually start kind of smiling quite visibly. And he was asked then, you seem very happy. Is it happy times as a footballer? He said, I'm a big believer in it. Just be happy all the time and smile. Be positive. And there's always obviously times where the surroundings can be negative. And there can be dips. But if you keep the level-minded head, that's what is the best. That is what is the best way to do. So again, it's that mentality, that thinking approach of what he is thinking. It's just spot on, isn't it? Now, finally, he was asked about what is the ambition, the ultimate goal. He said 100% getting promoted. We know that as a club, but we know that it's not going to be easy. But that is the big target. So yeah, look, what a fantastic press conference by Sorensen, the player that came to speak today. Now, a fun fact for you guys, by the way, I didn't know this, but apparently he's only been playing at right wing back or right back, however he's been used, obviously right wing back for us. He's only been playing there for 18 months, and he was a central midfielder before that. And the only reason he got put there was because there weren't any other options in that position. He was just the one that was told to, that was asked to play there, and he said yes. And then the rest is history, So that's a bit of a fun fact about Sorensen that I found out today, which I thought, well, I didn't know that. I thought he'd always been a fullback, because he certainly feels like he's been playing as a fullback for longer than 18 months. Blooming heck. So yeah, let's have a look at the comments. How much longer would you keep on trying to get Taylor for before going for someone else? Well, I think that this has been going on for weeks now, hasn't it? It seemed like it has anyway. And I don't know. I think ultimately, if I don't know what has been discussed with both parties, so it's very hard to answer that question, because if Town think that they're going to be able to get the deal over the line, and they feel like they are, then obviously I would keep on with it if it feels like it's promising. But if it just feels like you're just waiting for Luton to get the go ahead, and it just seems to be a bit of a mess around from their part, I think you have to move on and look for somebody else. So it just depends what stage it is actually at with the clubs. If the deal's pretty much off, then obviously I won't just keep trying to get it, because obviously it's just clearly not going to work. So yeah, so that's kind of what I would be doing, depending on what is actually the situation with that, because obviously we don't really get the ins and outs, do we, of what actually is, obviously the conversations and things that have been had. We only get rumours, sometimes concrete stuff, but sometimes rumours. So yeah. Now let's go on to Michael Duff's quotes for this. And by the way, guys, get your score predictions in for this game. Obviously we do. Obviously, do you think our winning streak will continue this weekend against Shrewsbury? Let me know your score predictions, and I will get to those after the Michael Duff quotes. And before I do, let's just have a look at Chris's comments. I would move on from Taylor. Can't wait and waste time much longer. Yeah, there does seem to be a stumbling block, doesn't there? So you're probably right. It has been going on for too long, this. So it probably is best. As much I would love Taylor to come to the club, this is the thing that I really thought he would have been a fantastic addition to the strikers up front for us. He's a very, very good player, and I thought he would be, he would really help us get promoted. So it's difficult. So I get what you're saying, though. If it's not going to happen, then move on. As good as he is, we just got to move on. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes. Now, Michael Duff. So let's have a look. So first, he was asked about, obviously, Shrewsbury. This is on Saturday. What are you expecting from them as a team that have had a lot of transition over the summer? He said, it's going to be a challenge. We don't know how they're going to play. They've had a difficult start to the season. There's no getting away from that. But Paul's teams are notorious for being organised. You've got to respect every opposition. The obvious one is they got beat last week and we won last week, so we will win. But it won't just happen. So most of the focus will be on us, because we don't know whether they'll be 4-2-3-1 or 4-1-4-1. They could change to a 3. We've just got to adapt. But they'll be coming to get points, essentially. They'll make it as difficult as they can for us. They're not going to just roll over. No one will in this league. So again, I love the attitude. I love the words. I love how he approaches the games. He takes nothing for granted. He's very focused, and he gives every team respect that they deserve, but not too much respect, of course, because you have to go out and win the game. So, but you have to give your opposition every respect too. But I like it the way he answers the questions that he gets given as well. He said, football's got a habit of when you think you've worked it out, it knocks you down. As a player, as a team, as a club, there's always someone that wants to fight. And the moment someone fights harder than you is when you're in trouble. There is an expectancy, and the bookies will make us favourites, I would have thought. But that's part of the change of the mentality of the club, that we don't get giddy a few weeks into the season. We've done absolutely nothing. There's been some good bits, 3 wins, which is great. We'd rather win games. If we don't win because it's a bad referee decision or the opposition scored a wonder goal, yeah, I can handle that. But if it's through complacency or a lack of effort, then that's when it becomes a problem. But they've been good every day in training. We've been on them, and that's how we started the game really well last week, and that's how we want to start again. So it's just very focused, you know, and he's not getting carried away. He's not wanting to get carried away just because he started the season well. You know, he's on to the next one. We can celebrate at the end of the season when we get promotion. But for now, let's just keep plugging away one game at a time and keep picking up those points. He said, we're always trying to improve and there's a definite domino effect. We've only this is about the transfer window, by the way. We're always trying to improve and there's a definite domino effect. We've only a limited time left in the window, but I think we've got a good squad right now who are capable of being competitive. And then finally he said, you're always happy to win and you're always delighted, but we always want more, and hard work pays you back. I mean, again, it's like music to my ears, guys, hearing this. You know, yes, be happy that we've won. Yes, absolutely. But you know what? There is always room for improvements. And like you said, the hard work that you do during the week, it pays off on a match day. So I keep repeating myself every week now, guys, but it's just true. I think because we're being starved of a manager that just gives real honesty, is very grounded, has high standards, that says things and then delivers as well. I know it's still early, but he's still delivered what he said in terms of what kind of a Michael Duff team is. You know, very, you know, attack-minded, front foot as well, and very aggressive, high press, all these qualities. He said it, but then he's backed it up, and I think that is it. But I just love the way he speaks. I just love his personality. I just love everything about him, to be honest with you. So, yeah, what a guy. But yeah, let's have a look who else is. Yeah, so Scott. So that's it for the press conference, really, guys. Obviously, I did get a few quotes from Duff. So yeah, I didn't get every single quote that he did, but I mainly tend to focus on the BBC Radio Leeds journalist that comes along. So obviously there's a few journalists that come to ask questions. So maybe I should do a few questions of each journalist that comes along. So anyway, that might be for another time. So score predictions. Let's have your score prediction in the chat. We've already got a few in, but I'm going to go for mine first, guys. I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory. And I did that. I said that last week as well. We ended up winning, so maybe I'm a bit superstitious about my prediction, guys, right now. Maybe we could get a cheeky 4th goal as well. But I'm not being disrespectful, by the way. I'm just saying, you know, I do expect us to win this game. But that doesn't guarantee anything, like I've already alluded to. We have to do our job and we have to make sure we you know, but I just think we've got too much quality for Shrewsbury, really. We're at home and the fans will be up for it, you know. It'll be a good crowd again. And yeah, so I think it is, you know, everything's in our favour. But we have to get the job done professionally, and I think if we can start well, that will really help. Because I think the problem is, I think that Shrewsbury will come here to really, really frustrate us. They'll sit back with a low block, I think. They won't commit too much, and we have to break that down. Now, if we can break that down early, then that will really help us to obviously push on them. But I think the longer it goes on and this just constantly wasting time and sitting on the low block, I think they'll be happy with a point, to be honest. Let's be honest with you guys. So they'll come for a point probably. So we have to be ready for that. We have to adapt to that. We have to make runs. We have to make movements and break them down. And you know, and sometimes we have struggled with that in the past, where teams have come and sat back and we've struggled to break down. But we just have to adapt. And Duff, I believe in Duff. I believe in the players that we can do this. So let's have a look. Let's see what happens. So that's my score prediction for this game. So let's have a look at yours then. So Chris has gone for the same prediction as me, 3-0 Huddersfield. Nice one. By the way, guys, I forgot to do my my goal scorers. So I'm going to go for, I think Josh Crone will get a goal. And I think Reece Healy will get a goal. I think Evans will get a goal. So I think there'll be 3 different goal scorers. So yeah, That's my prediction. Blue Terry says 4-0 Town, Hellick, Evans, and JK2. Nice, JK time, guys. We love JK. But yeah, Hellick, always good from set pieces. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he scores. And yeah, Evans as well. So yeah, it'd be nice to see JK get a couple of goals as well to keep his momentum going. And RSC says, big up, Ryan, hope you're well. Just saw that the referee of this match was the same one against Stoke. I do expect a 3-0 Town win. Thank you very much, and welcome you, by the way. Thank you very much for reminding me, guys. Because yet again, guys, and you've set me on a rant here, Horace. So, yeah. Yet again, guys, on Saturday, we are dealt with the worst referee of the weekend. And that's not me being biased, guys. We've had this idiot before against Stoke, as Horace has said, and he was woeful. So, yeah. All I'm saying is, don't expect too much from the referee. Not that we get anything anyway, guys, but I'm just saying he probably is going to be another muppet like last week's were. So, yeah. But look, you're going for a 3-0 Town win, though, which is lovely. So let's hope you're right. And a clean sheet, a couple of goals, that'll do us very nicely. Let's get that goal difference. I'm being a bit greedy now, but let's get our goal difference as well, guys. Not just the points. Let's get our goal difference up too. That'll be nice. But yeah, thank you for that. Ian says Huddersfield 4-0. Nice. Well, that would be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it? Evans, Sorensen, Marshall, and Crone, the goal scorers. Look, Aidan, I hope you're right. I hope we do win 4-0. That would be wonderful, and it would be a fantastic Saturday for us if we can. But the main thing is we win the game 3-0, 4-0. We don't want a scrappy 1-0, 2-0. Okay, they still wins it in there, but I just think really we need to just kind of keep those performance levels up too, as well as getting a result. Also, it's about the result, I know that. Hope Town doesn't concede silly goals, so it's good to keep clean sheet. Yeah, absolutely, Horace, I agree. We're all a bit, sometimes we do look a bit shaky at the back, but we have kind of ironed out a few of those, although we have been we have been giving the ball away a bit too much at times, and gifting chances to opposition. Thankfully, they haven't really took full advantage of those chances, but that's not the point. We do need to iron out those mistakes. We're not going to do everything right, of course, but I just think there's a time where you make mistakes further up the field, not what I mean. So, yeah. But yeah, any more score predictions, guys, get them in. We will be wrapping up in the next 5 minutes. So if you've got any questions, if you've got anything that you want to go through, then feel free to do so. By the way, I haven't actually done a video on this, but obviously Josh Osterfield has actually left the club. Obviously one of our youngsters that has obviously been at the club for a number of years now. Never really broke through into it. Never really had his chance in the face. Never really broke through. But obviously, I have seen him play for the academy a few times. Like I said, I do go and watch the youngsters sometimes, and yeah, it's sad the way it's ended, really. But I feel like he will go on to really. I'm just looking at this in a minute, guys, but. One second. But yeah, obviously he did just trying to find. I think he put a nice post out actually for the fans. I think. Let's have a look. Just gonna get it up now. In fact, let's just go on to that. But yeah. Yeah, he did put a lovely message out, actually. Yeah, he did. So he said, let's read out the message then, guys. He said, to everyone at Huddersfield Town Football Club, beyond thankful for all your support from the day I walked through the door at just 7 years old, 15 years later, and it's time for a new chapter and a fresh start. Leaving, having made so many memories and meeting so many special people along the way. all the best, Terriers, Blue Heart. Thought that was a lovely message. Yeah, he's been at the club a long time, guys, and obviously not every youngster will make it into the first team. That's part of it, isn't it, unfortunately? But, you know, like he said, I do want to wish him all the best. And, of course, I'll be looking out for him in the future as well, and, you know, seeing how he gets on. But, yeah, that's what I want to say here. Dark Storm says 6-0. All right, okay. So you're going very, very confident then. So yeah, not sure it'll be that high scoring, but fair enough. I like the positive. I like the confidence. What's your thoughts on the Kevin Nagel blog through the week? Yeah, to be honest, I did watch it. To be honest with you, but like I said, I did watch it a few days ago. Now, look, I think there was obviously Nagel is. I forgot to mention that actually last week that. So Nagel is over in Huddersfield this week. It has been this week. Obviously, he was at the game last weekend. Presuming he's staying for this weekend's game, and then he might be probably going back after this game. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I did watch it. Yeah, I thought it was good. It was obviously talking about, you know, obviously the improvements that have been made, and you know, he still wants to do more, but he can't do it all at once. Obviously, he wants to upgrade, obviously, the bathrooms and things like that. And he wants to do so much more. But like I say, you can only do so much, can't you? And I think he's doing his best. But yeah, he's obviously been a busy man over the past week as well. Obviously, meeting different people, having meetings and things. And so yeah, I thought it was good, to be honest with you. Maybe I should have done a few quotes of what he had to say, but no, I was going to say something as well. Forgotten what I was going to say now. But yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought it was a really good blog. Yeah. Marshall, you've gone for a Marshall hat-trick. That would be nice. Healy 1 and Kane 1. Yeah, fair enough. Well, that's 5. So you're missing 1 goal scorer. Unless you meant 5 now. But yeah, that's another thing I was going to mention. Whoever went to the game last week, I don't know if it was just me, but I felt really disappointed with the fan zone. Because obviously the fan zone was, last season, it was in the car park a bit further on than where it was on Saturday. And obviously they usually had the big screen on. There was obviously a DJ as well that used to come play music as well at the time. And obviously a few food stalls and stuff and the merchandise stand. But yeah, obviously it looks like it doesn't even feel like a fan zone where they're putting out, which is basically outside the Riverside lower stand, right in the front of the stadium. It doesn't even feel, obviously there's loads of food stuff. Obviously there's obviously the Terry's Portakabin, where obviously it's more for the younger ones where they can play games in there and stuff and things. But yeah, I was kind of a bit like a bit disappointed with it really. But obviously, I'm sure that's not obviously they want to make more change to the fan zone. But I think really you should be bringing back the TV potentially, and bringing the DJ back. But yeah, I don't know. It was just my observation, really. And of course, I do have a change of seat this season. It's very close to where I was last season, or where I have been for a while. But I think the view is a lot better now. I think I'm a lot happier there. I think it's fantastic. So you get more of an aerial view. Obviously, I was a few rows from the front the past few seasons. So I'm a bit further back now. Not too far, because I don't like going too far back. But I'm in a really nice spot. So my season ticket seat is fantastic. So happy days. It's the first time I sat in it last week. So it was really good. I'm coming back to take my spot above you in Fantasy FL. Hopefully, yeah. I mean, guys, let's see what happens over of the weekend with game week 3. Let's hope let's hope you aren't right, Joshua, and hopefully I stay above you. And yeah, hopefully I can maybe climb a few places. But yeah, let's see how it is. We'll update you all on the review show, which I'm not sure how I'm going to play out yet, guys. So there is a midweek game next week, so it's I'm not sure when I'm going to do. But when I do it next, obviously I'll update it. But I think unless I do a dual stream where I touch upon the game, I don't really like doing that. I like doing them separately. But if I touch upon the game, obviously over the weekend, and then do the Walsall like little preview after that, obviously the Carabao Cup next in midweek. So yeah, I might do that. I don't know. So probably be Monday if I do it like that. So yeah. Horace says I need a Helic clean sheet for my EFL fantasy. Yeah, I mean, look, the brick wall, you can always rely on him to deliver for you. So very sensible choice. And by the way, I'm not being biased, but Helic, I feel like he is Mr. Reliable, and he isn't called the brick wall for no reason, guys. But yeah, I mean, look, it has been a fabulous stream this evening. And I would like to thank everybody for their contributions. You guys make the channel what it is. I appreciate every single person that comes in the chat and speaks to me and shares their thoughts. I love hearing from you. You know, I think going forward, though, I do obviously want to get a few maybe guests on the show, so you don't have to listen to my whining voice for the full hour. Maybe it will just be a bit more different. Maybe, you know what I mean? So hopefully I can get maybe a guest. It's always difficult to get guests on the show, though, to be honest with you guys. It's not easy. I do need the interest for that. So, guys, if you are watching and you do want to be part of the show, let me know. Let me know. Either you can comment on this post or you can go to my socials down below here, HTFTVA on Instagram and Twitter. Give me a follow. I'll follow back. I always do. And drop me a message. And yeah, we will organise some guests to come on, hopefully. So yeah, by the way, please do make sure you drop a like on the video, guys, and subscribe if you can. We are on the road to 700 subscribers, and it would be amazing. I'm working so hard, guys. Honestly, I really am. You know, I really am working hard to keep improving what I'm doing on here, and trying to be more consistent with the vlogs as well. Now, probably over the weekend, obviously at home gate. Now, I did the vlog at home last week, and to be fair, I don't really vlog the game, so it won't really be beneficial to do the vlogs on Saturday, because I was last weekend's video, if you've seen it, obviously I showed you guys around, but I don't need to do that over and over again because obviously people have already seen it. So I probably won't do a video on Saturday. There'll definitely be one on Tuesday for the Walsall game, though, obviously away from home. And if I can, I might do a fan cam on Saturday, so there will be content on the channel. I might even do a video, guys, with a bit of the atmosphere. Hopefully, you know, get a few a bit of the atmosphere, like highlights of the atmosphere at the John Smiths on Saturday. Maybe I can do a video like that instead of the vlog. But yeah, great stream, Ryan. Big up yourself, big up. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed. It's a brilliant live stream, mate. Always love watching them here. Big ups to you, Ed. Thank you very, very much indeed, my wonderful mod. And Joshua says, great stream, big up. Hope you have a great rest of your evening and good luck time for the rest of the season. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, you'll see me next time. See, it's not like you're not going to see me again, Joshua, is it? So, we obviously will see you on the next one, of course. But yeah, look, let's see what happens. Like I say, I do expect us to be on the, dominate the ball, and it is going to be very much a low block from Shrewsbury. So we're going to have to break that down. So let's see what happens. But let's create some chances. Let's create plenty of chances again. And let's just be clinical in front of goal, like we have been doing. To be fair, we have missed a few chances, obviously, since the season start. But I mean, like, be clinical. Still be fairly clinical. But yeah, like I said, drop a like, subscribe, follow the socials. Like I said, any interest on the guests if you want to come on the show on one of these previews or reviews, then let me know. Via the social platforms. And the fan cams as well, if you want to be on the fan cam, I do want to get those from running, guys, but again, it is down to interest. If I don't get any interest, I can't do them. That's it. And maybe I can potentially maybe just randomly speak to somebody off the cuff and say, do you mind me speaking to me after the game about it? But yeah, we'll see. But I suppose I could do it like that. But yeah, have a good rest of the evening, whatever you get up to, guys. Have a lovely bank holiday weekend. Hopefully, it is 3 points for the Terriers once again, and we can continue this winning run more into next week. So yeah, enjoy the game if you go in. Of course, I will be there. So if you do see me around, and don't be afraid to come and say hello, of course. And hopefully, it's a winning weekend for the Terriers. And we'll be back with some more content on the channel on Saturday evening. There will be a video out on Saturday, and then the review show and preview to the Walsall game coming very, very soon, guys, on Monday evening. So yeah, guys, take care, stay safe. Thank you, everybody, for your support, and I'll see you on the next one. But before I go up the town, Michael Duff's Barmy Army. Let's get those 3 points, guys, and let's make the difference from the terraces on Saturday. Let's get behind the lads and let's make a lot of noise. And it does make a big difference, of course. So yeah. Anyway, good night, and I'll see you very, very soon.